Jogodo, one of Noxy's favorites from back in the day.
So listen, I used to like techno. I thought he had a very good run. I thought it was fire. I liked his music. I'm not sure if we really liked Jogodo, but here we are.
It was a big tune.
It was.
It was a big tune.
We
Speaking
did
of big tunes,
say earlier,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen,
boys and girls.
we did say earlier that we have somebody coming to the studio.
Yeah.
We got a big voice coming into the studio. When we talk top 5 musicians in the country,
Yeah.
her name is on the list.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Boys and girls.
make some noise for Feli Nandi.
Hello, Feli.
You know, today, Grandpa, I want to
The hype.
I want to
After that
be up with
whole
Feli
intro.
because if that was me, I'd be going, yeah, my fans, my
Yeah,
fans,
my
uncle.
Madima fans, uncle. How you doing, Feli?
I'm great, thanks. How are you?
Welcome to the ignition. We know it's an early start for you.
Yeah.
What time do you wake up usually?
10.
At 10?
Yeah. So
What time do you sleep?
1, 2.
Okay.
No, as an artist, it makes
Makes
sense.
sense.
So I was about to actually ask, growing up, what time did your parents raise you to wake up as a girl?
5.
So
Five.
is your mom proud now when you wake up at 10?
Sure, she's not.
Guys, African moms and making us wake up at 5.
Before the sun.
Yeah.
Hey, and then my
Before
mom
the
would
sun.
say by the time everyone wakes up, there should be porridge on the stove.
Yeah.
And it's just me and her, ma'am. Just say you want porridge.
Right?
And I'm not trying up and say, Mom, there's grass. It's not like, what are we
Not
doing
like
here? What are we doing here?
dusting the grass.
Feli, welcome to the stew.
you so much.
You've been working, not just musically. Yeah, we saw December 2024. Yeah, March 2025. Sigati Feli, what starvation diet are you on?
Working out, guys. Gym.
You've been in the gym, girl.
Yeah.
Tell us about this journey of yours. Why did you decide? Because you know what? I'm gym.
And I'm family over stage.
Are you serious?
For real.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's actually the main reason.
Yeah,
Performing was becoming hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
And now you said, let me drop a few pounds.
Jump.
Yeah. So how's that going for you? How are you feeling?
Great.
Are you
Love
feeling
it.
good?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what time do you hit the gym? Because you're not a morning person.
10:30.
Half 10.
And then, so I'm gonna ask because I'm that girl. Financially, how has that hit you? Because now you have a whole new wardrobe to worry about.
Right?
Because that's the
I
thing.
make
Like,
clothes, remember?
oh yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. So how are you juggling that whole aspect of things? Your music, your clothing,
The restaurants, the children.
Yeah.
Well, the gym has helped mentally.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm in the right place after a very long time.
Yeah.
Mentally.
And you're running around with the kids as well?
Yeah, I
'Cause
love being a
obviously-
mom.
Yeah.
That's actually the nicest.
So
thing.
I'm gonna school name.
I usually do.
Especially the morning. Morning one.
I canceled that a long time ago.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, one is a boarder, the other is day scholar, but they get picked up from school. So
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's clever. It's very,
What's
very
the
clever.
one thing you like? You said that's your favorite. What's the one thing you like doing with your kids?
kisses, the boys.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I just teach them that I'm their first love, manipulate them.
Manipulate them.
at least she's honest
I like
about
that.
it.
Honesty is very, very important.
Yeah, so they just think I'm the most beautiful woman in the world.
Yeah.
It's cool
They
being a
love
boy
me
mom.
more than anyone.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm enjoying that for now.
Does any of your kids take after you in terms of gift?
Yeah, the younger one likes to play the piano, joins me on stage sometimes.
Very cool.
The older one is embarrassed when I start taking pictures with other parents at his school.
Oh, shame.
Or
How old
Because
is
Mama's famous.
Satan.
Oh yeah, no. Listen, you
Yeah.
kind of stop being cool.
We got Feli Nandi in the building. You can hit us up on 0772168045 if you have any questions for our songstress who's in the building. We're going to talk about her life. We're going to talk about her career. We're going to talk about all the multifacetedness that she
And
owns.
the new music.
And of course, the brand new album that's out.
Keep it locked on to Zifm Stereo. This is Z.
Feli Nandi with Wakaita Sewe. This is the new track. So we played this track earlier on brand new. I was just showing you the messages, fire emojis. People loved the song. Let's talk about the song. What's the song really? Where did the song come from? What is it about?
Like I just say, it's I wrote it from my friend lost her son.
Oh, shame.
Yeah, so that was a very difficult time. So we just wrote this to, comfort her, let her know that her baby is resting. And fortunate enough, the song is touching almost everyone. I'm
Yeah.
sure everyone has lost someone at some point.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a song talking to everyone.
Okay. All right. So what's your writing process like? Do you sit at home and you write music and then you call your team and say, okay, this is what's come up, or instrumental comes and you're like, right.
So
So
I write
what's your
stories.
writing
I like
process
telling
like?
stories.
Uh-huh.
I don't write fiction.
So life experiences?
Every one of my songs.
Really?
I actually I struggle to write fiction.
Okay.
Yeah, you if you give me money and ask me to
Write a song.
write a song about
Non-existing.
yeah, I'm going to struggle. But I write stories, I write what I see.
Okay.
If you do something to me and I can't confront you, I'm gonna write a song.
Okay, now we know.
Can you give us one song where that has happened?
Dude, all my songs.
There's a message.
So I write stories. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, interesting. Have you ever? I think just from having the conversation and you saying that you write stories, there's always the pressure that musicians kind of get put on when people are like, yeah, but don't you think you should do kasonga kadai? Kakadai? How do you deal with that when people come through with their
Yeah.
opinions on what you should
Well, yeah.
sing and what you should do and all those things? How do you
know
handle
what?
that?
It's actually not the fans only who request
Are you
that.
serious?
It's everyone around me. Oh, Feli, please just try write a happy.
Upbeat.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a very polite way of saying I'm not gonna do that.
Not my style.
You have your
I
own.
don't. I've got my own
lane
way
that
of
you've-
writing
yeah.
and how messages come and how I pick them, and it has always been like that.
Yeah.
I've never. I'm sure it will come. I'm sure it will come. It will come at the right time. Yeah.
All right. So you have an album that's coming out on the 22nd.
Yeah.
So you record these songs. You sit and you've done the work. How do you decide? Say you need an album with 10 songs.
Yeah.
And there's 15. And there's a song you like that everybody else doesn't like. How do you handle that situation? Who makes the decision to then say, Aywa, but we know you like this song, but we don't think it's a good pick for the album. How do you handle that?
There's some times when I'm very selfish, when I believe in a song, when I know this is a good song.
Yeah.
I can be very stubborn and selfish about it. But I do listen. Maybe we do have listening sessions, isn't it, before we release an album. Yeah, because it was song
Even if your heart and soul say this is my
My
song, then no one's gonna win that one.
no, that one.
You listen to it by yourself, it's okay.
It's okay.
All right, there's a message that just came in. Feli Nandi, what's the story behind that one?
So Comic Pastor wrote that one.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. We wrote it together. We're in the studio, and like I said, he's also one of the people who says, So in the studio, so we wrote that one together. Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. You've worked with a bunch of artists, Freeman, Job Praiser. Who haven't you worked with yet that you're like, you know what, I really want to get into the studio with this particular artist in Zimbabwe and, drop a banger?
Oh, we have talented musicians in
Ma'am,
Zimbabwe.
do not be
She's being polite.
polite.
She's being
Do
so
not
polite.
Yeah. No.
Who would you like to work with?
Who do you want to work with? You haven't worked with them yet. We're in Zimbabwe right now.
I really wanted to work with Gemma, and we did that on her album.
Okay.
So the song is coming.
Nice.
I really wanted to hit the studio
Nice
with Gemma.
combination.
Nice.
And we did that.
Very
She
cool.
was like on my mind. So we did that. Macheso.
Really?
Yes.
Bashero.
I
Okay, we're
would
trying to
love
put
to
the two of you
collaborate
together.
with
Interesting.
Baba Macheso, yeah.
All right.
cool.
What's your favorite song, local song at the moment?
At the moment, hey,
Do you listen to other artists?
I do. I love
Yeah.
Oriano. I love Arika.
Okay.
I've been jamming to that, and of course I love Mokoma Japri.
Okay.
I'm biased on that one.
Just like
Yeah,
I'm biased.
I am. I just think all his songs are nice. I love Oriano. Whatever he's doing, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
All right, so we are in Women's Month, and I think a lot of us we see Feli the pictures. You know what I mean? We see the
Yeah.
flyers, Shuruku Fire. And there's somebody out there who's young, and there's a young lady. They're like, okay, I'm talented. What words would you give somebody who's saying, I want to pursue music as a young lady,
Go for it.
given the space and everything?
Oh, go for it. There's no. Oh, come on. Nothing can stop someone who's focused and someone who has a dream. No matter how big it is and unrealistic, go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it. Just take the first step. Get in the studio. Sing that song. Nowadays, it's easier, actually. Go on TikTok.
Yeah.
And let the world hear that voice.
Yeah.
And you never know.
Do not be shy.
Don't be.
All right, we've got Feli Nandi in the studio. If you want to send any messages, if you want to ask any questions, 772-168-045 is the number. We are obviously celebrating the women this month, and our celebrated artist of choice, Nas, is Miss Feli Nandi.
We're your number one rockin' station. Zifm Stereo.
Zifm Stereo hosts the Women in Business Breakfast meeting in commemoration of Women's Month, themed for all women and girls, rights, equality, empowerment. It's on Friday, that's tomorrow, the 14th of March, from 7:30 to 10:30 at the Mustard Seed, 27 Ridgeway, South Highlands, Harare, and an investment of $70 per person. Keynote speaker is Henrika Makulu Kadira, Zimbabwe's first female data scientist, and some of the panelists are Zimbabwe Media Commission Commissioner Susan Makore, Rachel Chibaya, Law Society of Zimbabwe Vice President, Gloria Jaravanu, Old Mutual Insurance Managing Director, Providence Human Capital Managing Director, Dr. Chiponduzo, Zimbabwe Gender Commission Commissioner Walter Mufukula. And for registration and sponsorship, contact Carol on 0777 810 552 or Carol at businesstimes.co.zw, Lois 0774 329 315 or Lois at zfmstereo.co.zw. Dress code is all shades of brown, nude, and white. Be part of the movement. Empower, connect, inspire.
Get up and do something.
Oh, and Nyasha David Anzi Areka. 9:35 is your time. 5 minutes to the headlines at 22. And we've got Feli Nandi in the studio.
All right, a message is coming in. Someone says, India, can I have the menu and location? Someone decided, we hear the music, but we also know you have a business
Let's
running
talk
on the
about
side.
the restaurant. Tell us
Okay.
about the restaurant. Why did this become a thing? Are you a foodie by nature, or you were like, you know what, so let me do this?
Or maybe she can just cook.
This is what I'm saying.
can,
You
right?
can.
Because there's foodie, which is me, who likes going
I love to
eat.
eat.
Okay.
Yes, then
Then
there's
there's
those that
foodie
can cook.
and
Actually.
Then there's the business people that are like, but this is easy money. I'm
Yeah.
fairly nice. If I open a restaurant, they are gonna come.
They will pull up.
Because
No,
they may get there and find me singing and stuff for free.
No, actually, I've always wanted to do three things in my life:
Okay.
music, food, and fashion.
Okay.
So it was just coming, but it wasn't the right time then.
Okay.
So we started with music, then fashion, and then eventually food.
Right.
Okay.
So what kind of food do you serve at your establishment?
Traditional meals, traditional Zimbabwean meals.
So what's the thing you like cooking the most?
Fish, you know, it's fish yam manjinjinji.
Yes.
Serious?
Fish
Must taste nice.
Manjinjinji.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Very cool. Okay.
Yes.
So I know there's a certain spot that we will not mention. They make the best fish in comparison to that other place and yours. Yamanjinjinji.
That is what I manjin.
Ujoro kupisa?
Okay. All right. Because I love my fish. I know.
Come through sometime.
Chef
Come through
Jags,
sometime.
Jesse, loves her fish. So when she comes back into Harare, we need to go and go to your restaurant and have some fish.
Yeah.
To
So
Nyatsoneke.
another one just came through and said address for the restaurant. You
104
may as well share.
Nigel Phillips, 104 Nigel Phillips, Eastleigh. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Well,
You mentioned your fashion. You've got an interesting style. Please
Yes.
explain what inspires your style. You've got an ethnic style.
So when I was growing up, I always wanted to dress I always wanted to be a princess.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, it's in days one.
Okay.
Yeah. So I
There's
wanted
still
to
time.
wear. There is. Thank you. I receive. So I wanted to wear big, fancy, big clothes. So I think that's our style at our showroom. It's these big princessy dresses.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. No, we have Feli Nandi in the studio, and thank you so much for coming to hang out with us today.
You're very
We appreciate the music, and we are going to be there for 7 Arts Muswa 22 launch. If you just hear people screaming at the back,
That's
just
you.
know Noxy, Val, and Simba in the building.
Well, they're shouting.
Cool.
Before you head out, where do we find your music? Are you on YouTube, Spotify? Where do we
We're
find you?
everywhere.
Everywhere.
All platforms, YouTube, everywhere. Yes, Feli Nandi everywhere.
Very cool. So the album's coming. What's the album called, by the way?
DCA.
DCA.
Hey, wangaoni it's one nani na feel.
That's epic. No, so Feli Nandi, thank you for joining us today. I'm sure. Actually, before you go, a word to the young star who feels like Feli Nandi is my role model. I want to be like her when I grow up. What do you say to, you've already talked about, no dream is too big.
Go for it.
But yeah, go for it. But Zimbabwe is Zimbabwe. We all go through what we go through. What is your word of encouragement to say, look, yes, Feli Nandi, I say.
It doesn't matter where you are and what you're doing, what you have. If you go for that dream, the right eyes will see you, the right ears will hear you. The people that are supposed to help you will come. The people that are supposed to take you to the next step will come.
Okay.
So just go for it.